Dr. Sabrina Mesko is the best-selling author of Healing Mudras, Yoga for Your Hands by Random House. She's also written many other books on mudras and taught health and well-being and teacher training yoga programs, and is involved right now in a brand new project in Malibu. It's called the Hummingbird Retreat. First of all, great to see you.
Very nice to see you too.
Okay, what the heck is mudras? It sounds like an Indian curry.
No, mudras are actually ancient hand gestures.
Right.
They originated in Egypt,
Yes.
and you can find them in every culture on earth. They're gestures of hands, and they're very powerful. We use them every day, like right now you're holding a mudra.
So what do my hands say right now?
It's concentration. You're concentrating really hard.
And
Patience.
patience.
Getting divine energy, getting energy energized.
Thank you. So you can tell a person by
You can tell a lot about a person by the way they use their hands. You know, there's the right side of the body, the
Yes.
left side of the body. Each finger is connected to a certain planetary aspect. So it's quite intricate, but very, very interesting.
Tell us about your journey and the teachings that's led you to this point of your life with mudras.
Well, my journey's been very long. I was a professional classical ballerina when I was a teenager, and then I was on Broadway shows. I did lots of different things. But I've always studied yoga because it helped me with a back injury. So I was fascinated with that, and I wanted to create something spiritual, enlightening in that direction. The other thing that fascinated me were hand gestures. In all ancient sculptures, you could see hand gestures, and I wanted to know what they mean. So I researched and traveled, and I found a master of white Tantric yoga who taught me those mudras.
It's amazing though. For example, at the moment I feel quite conscious on what I'm doing with my hands, but it's an important part of what you do. How does understanding mudras help a person though?
Well, you can use your hands to help you communicate better, to help you calm down. It all has to be used with a very strong and correct breathing. You know, we have to breathe from the solar plexus area. That's where our attention collects. You know, it's very, very intricate, the whole thing. It's not so easy to explain. We have 72,000 electric currents throughout our body, and when we connect our fingertips, we're connecting certain currents and therefore affecting our system. You know, because we are a big energy body. It's not just what you see. It's not just a mic right here. There's a whole energy field around you, and that energy field is very sensitive to everything, to light, to colors, to aromas, to touch, to other people's energy.
So, okay, if I was feeling down, a bit flat for the day, how do you lift yourself then? Say, for example, with mudras.
Even just holding
Just
your
that?
palms like that, yes, but it has to do with the breathing again.
So you have to breathe also.
You have to breathe the
That
right
helps,
way.
doesn't
You
it?
see,
Yeah.
that's the first and the last thing we
Hang
do
on,
in
let's-
life is breathing.
Breathe, that's right. It always
So-
helps you live a bit longer, I believe.
Well, it's incredibly connected with our emotions, you see. Our breathing and emotions are really very connected. If we're upset, we're breathing in a different way. If we're nervous, we're breathing shorter. If we concentrate in a nervous situation to breathe long, deep, and slow, we calm down instantly.
Did that help you also with your Broadway days and being a ballerina?
Well, I was in a different world then, you know. I was very, very young. I was a
You
teenager.
still are, though.
Well, yes, I feel like thousands of years old, but yeah.
No, I'm thousands of years old.
All right, how many thousands are you?
Well, King Tut and I we were friends.
You were buddies.
We
No,
were. We used to have we had the same mummy.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that's right, but it was dead.
So anyway, back to
That's
the
right.
topic. I
Sorry.
mean, you know, the most fascinating thing to me is people knowing ourselves. So if we can understand ourselves, we can have a happier life, obviously, and most of all, healthier. You know.
Speaking of the healthy life, I mean, you can't get much better than down here in Santa Monica, but the other place that rivals Santa Monica is Malibu, and that's where you have the Hummingbird Retreat.
Yes.
Tell us about this, as we hear the seagulls, who are squawky, but tell us about the Hummingbird Retreat.
Well, it's a beautiful, beautiful, special place. It's on the cusp of Santa Monica Mountains National Park area and Malibu, so it's right there nestled, you know, a very special place where I created an absolute relaxation retreat, rejuvenation programs that I do with people one-on-one. That's the difference with this retreat. It's really with me one-on-one. You know, I've created award-winning spas all over the world and written books, and I'm a holistic doctor. So it's a combination of all my experiences. Right now, the place where I am at in my life, I prefer to work with one person and really get deep into that whole situation of one person. I'm fascinated by people.
Do you think sometimes we want too much?
I think we always want too much until we get it, then we know we don't want that at all.
That's true sometimes, but you know, they say be careful what you wish for because you just might get it.
But then it's an experience, you see,
right.
And then you change your mind and you say, wait a second, I wanted this, but now I want something else, until maybe one day you want nothing.
It's all about the journey, isn't it?
Yes.
Now tell us more about the retreat. Where is it? How does somebody become, say, involved with it? How do they experience it?
Well, they have to give us a call, and we conduct a short interview to make sure that they are, you know, going to get their expectations met. And we pick them up, bring them over there, and they spend with us either the day, afternoon, just a few hours, just the way they wish to.
Overnight?
No overnight.
Not yet.
No, just for a day. That's what it's a one-on-one, one day.
It's absolutely fantastic. And what about the website for it?
The website is oneononelifecoach.com.
And if somebody wants to contact you, they can give you a call or just go to the website?
They go to the website and they will find all the information there.
Okay, we often ask our guests to describe themselves in one word. Okay, how would you just, I mean, this is actually quite interesting because you've been to all these places and you've been into people's closets and stuff and made them look at themselves. But how would you describe yourself, though, in one word?
I like that question. You know what? I like the thought of change agent for the better. You know, finding what's the key in everybody. I love to be the instrument to do that. I'm only the instrument and the mirror, keep in mind. I never take credit for it.
But there's a couple of words there. I want just one word.
One word?
One word.
Healing.
Thank you very much for your time. One day when I work up the courage, I'll pop into a Hummingbird Retreat if I can handle what's behind the closet door. Sabrina, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Lovely, thank you.
Bernard Fowler is an American singer, songwriter, and musician with a long list of credits spanning all genres of music. Bernard has spent the last decade with the Rolling Stones and has a solo album called Friends with Privileges. His new single is New York Time. Shortly, Mike chats with Bernard here on Who's Who Speaks.